So I'm here to bring you this video, and a lot of you guys have asked like what's going on with the channel. I know I haven't been consistent with posting. There's been a lot going on, so I'm going to address that as well in our family meeting. So stick around to the end of the video and you'll have an update on that. Thanks for clicking on Simply Tanika. I am Tanika. If you are new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button. Let's hang out a while. If you are returning, welcome back. What's up, Fertility Fam? We gotta do what? Let's get those babies, ladies. What's up, Fertility Fam? How are you? I hope you are well. I am back. What's up? I'm back. I want to say welcome to all the fam who has joined. We're up to 3,000, which is crazy and wonderful and lovely. Originally, I was like, oh, I want to get to 5,000 by the end of the year, but I got so focused on IVF and other stuff, I didn't keep up with my schedule. But I'm grateful for everybody who's here, and I think we have a good group of people who are powerful and mighty, and yeah, I'm grateful for you guys, so thank you. I am feeling better. I just wanted to come on and we're gonna have a family meeting. I had a family meeting with Cheyenne last night, although I don't think she knows it was a family meeting. I think we're gonna schedule them more regularly for her. But anyway, I wanted to have a family meeting with you guys. I thought about it yesterday when I was talking to her, and I was like, I haven't updated them. I'm feeling a little better. Like, let me check in with them. I had a cold this weekend, so I was off of work yesterday. I went back to work today. I'm still not 100%, but you know, baby steps. I think part of it is mental, quite honestly. I was in a dark place. I'm not gonna lie. I was in a very, very dark place, and I am working my way back toward the light. Yeah. That's it. I wrote down some questions. A couple of you guys have reached out to me, and so I wanted to come on and kind of answer your questions and get back in the groove of things, and we'll go from there. So I have them on a piece of paper. How am I? I just answered that one. What is next? So I am still very much mourning the loss of Applejack, and I don't have a plan for next quite yet. I have to finish grieving, and I'm not sure. I was talking about this with Genesis of Genesis Lovings TV, and I want to do some sort of remembrance or memorial or ceremony. I just haven't quite figured out what that will be yet, but I need to have, I hate this cliche word, closure, but I need to have some sort of resolution of like what has happened and have that be recognize and acknowledge before I kind of like skip off to the next thing. And so I just have to have a moment. I'm still processing everything, and my heart still very much wants to have a child. My pocketbook, my bank account, and my brain are not quite there yet. So I have to think about it, figure out what it is. Either way, I've got to decide probably in the next 60 or 90 days because I am 47 and I don't have a lot of time. So whatever I'm going to do, if it is related to pursuing more fertility treatments, it's got to be in the next 60 to 90 days. So I will, after I finish, figure out what I'm going to do for Applejack to memorialize his soul being created and leaving this earth, then I'll kind of come up with a plan, if that makes sense. Some of you asked if I would consider an egg donor now. The answer is no. I've said that throughout my journey. It's a very personal choice. I get it. I think it's very personal to each of us how we want to complete our families. It is not something that I am willing to pursue. I have a biological child and I would want them to be related. And if I use a donor egg, they obviously wouldn't be related. I also would like to carry my own child. I just don't have an interest in donor eggs. No judgment against anyone who has used donor eggs or is considering donor eggs. Again, it's a very personal choice. It's just not a choice for me. So I'm going to continue with my own eggs. And if that doesn't work, then that is where I land. Yeah. Will you consider adoption or embryo adoption? It's the same thing. Again, I want my children to be biologically related. With an embryo adoption, they will not be related to myself or Cheyenne. And with an adoption of a living child, they obviously would not be related to us. So I admire those families who have chosen to expand their families through adoption. I think it's a beautiful thing. I watch Phil and Alex, and they have 2 beautiful girls that they've adopted, and it's beautiful to watch them. And it's just, again, it's a personal choice. It's not something that I would want to pursue. The other question you guys had for me, do the doctors know what went wrong? So this is a hard question. And it was asked of me not only from the IVF, but of the IUI. And I want to say what went wrong should really be in air quotes, even though you asked me what went wrong. The least the doctors know about is implantation. So we know that we had implantation, and that's all that we know. We know that it was late based on the HCG that I had, what was it, on the 7th, and then again on the 14th, I think were the dates. And so they don't know. That's the long and short of it. They don't know. They don't have a way to see it. They don't have a way to test it. They only can confirm that it happened or it didn't happen, and that it continued to grow. So, and the same with the IUI. I remember one of my first IUIs, I was like excited because there was like 9 million sperm in my donor's sample. And then someone asked later, well, why didn't it work? What went wrong? And so it's not always meant to work. Like, there is no guarantee, whether you're having sex at home, whether you're doing IUI, whether you're using IVF. It's not 100%. So there's always a percentage, and I happen to fall on the wrong side of the percentage. Actually, I fell somewhere as an outlier, right? Because I had the late implantation. Mine was just a weird case in general, but I didn't fall in the larger or percentage of like people who actually get to have a successful pregnancy. So, and I don't even know if it's larger. I just didn't fall in that percentage. I have to look at the stats again. If it's different, I'll put something on the screen for you guys. Are you continuing your supplements? So the other question you guys asked was, am I continuing my supplements? I am. Just more out of habit than anything else, but I think because I have the 60 to 90 days to make a decision, I don't have days to lose of not taking the supplements, and it takes 60 to 90 days for it to impact your eggs that are being released. And so I have continued my supplements. I have continued yoga. That was another question you guys had. I'm going again on Friday. I took a little time off. I talked to my yoga instructor. I do Kundalini yoga, and I also do restorative yoga. So I haven't done any Kundalini in a while, since before the meds, actually before I started stimming. I had been going to the restorative yoga, which is also restorative / fertility yoga. So my instructor for my Friday class, which is restorative, knew that I was going through the IVF process. She knew what happened and what was going on. So I had not gone back to class since I got the original beta, but I did speak with her last week, and I went to see Wicked on Friday, so I didn't go last Friday, but I will be back in class this week. So I'm excited to do that. And then you guys also asked about acupuncture. I have not resumed acupuncture yet. I'm going to do that next week, and I'll figure out kind of like what that looks like. It's really good for me to help relax, and so I'm going to do that. You guys asked about intermittent fasting and dieting and all that. I got on the scale yesterday. I'm at 150, or this morning I got on the scale. I'm at 150. Before I started stimming, I was at 144. So I've been struggling with it, but I've started back on my plan. I did a cleanse on Saturday, like a water fast. I was going to do a dry fast. It's all super like, the long and short of it is the plan is to lose weight again, to get back down. So my BMI is lower. If you're interested in seeing that journey, it's over on my other channel, Simply Tanika 2, where I'll do the intermittent fasting, and I'll do some water fasting and some exercising. I have to get back out and exercise. It definitely helps my mental state. It's a little cold because it's winter here in New York, so I haven't gone back out. But I do have like neoprene and all that fun stuff. So I'm not pushing myself. I'm taking baby steps, and when I feel I'm ready, I'll be back out and exercising. But I know it's good for me, both mentally and physically, so I'm looking forward to it. I just don't want to overwhelm myself. For once, Team Too Much is thinking about like, how much can I really handle? You know, when you find yourself in the bottom of your closet in a puddle of tears, you have to kind of take a step back and look at your life and like, what's going on? So I had a couple of those days. Oh, some of you, okay, so the new people had a lot of questions. I referred to Blue. Who is Blue? What's going on with Blue? Some people asked if I wanted a husband. You guys were sending me to Houston to get a husband or something. So Blue is the person that I have been dating. He also happens to be my sperm donor. So we have an agreement, a contractual agreement, a contract, and he has agreed to be the sperm donor. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know this, and the people who are asking, I'm assuming, are newer. I originally started with an anonymous sperm donor. I was using California Cryobank. So I had 4 insemination. Actually, I had 5, I think. I had 1 at-home insemination, and then I did 4 IUIs with the donor sperm from California Cryobank. That wasn't working. It's obviously frozen sperm. Blue had been out of my life, came back into my life, offered to be a donor. So we met with lawyers. He met with the lawyer. I met with the lawyer. It drafted up a contract, signed that contract so that he could be my sperm donor. He's known to me. The intent is for him not to be known to the child or known to any of you guys. So whenever he's around, his face is never on camera. He's not meant to be known. But the idea is to protect the rights of the child, and so that there is no confusion later on for the child, or to look back. Obviously, these videos are recorded in here, and then he can go back, he or she, the child, and say, oh, is that person like my father? That's not the arrangement that we have, and so I am both the mother and the father of the child that will come into the world, if that makes sense. So I'm not looking for a husband. It's long story. I have commitment issues. I don't know if I'll ever be looking for a husband. I've been in therapy working on it. I'm currently in between therapists right now, so we'll see how that goes. I am super independent, and for those of you who haven't seen that one video, my father was married to someone else when I was created. My mother was a teenager. My father was a full-grown adult. He was 26 years old and married with a child and lived in another town. He had an affair with a 17-year-old, which I think is technically illegal. So that is, you know, the foundation of all of my relationships. And yeah, I'm working on that. So no, I'm not looking for a husband. I don't have a need for a husband. Yeah, so I am not looking for a husband, but thanks for looking out for me, ladies. Are you moving once you get pregnant? The answer is no. I live in New York City, and it is incredibly difficult to get a place with all the amenities that you like, and there's no need for me to move. I have a very large bedroom. There's a half of my bedroom that you guys never see, which I realize. I'm gonna insert something over here, because hopefully I've cleaned it by now. Otherwise I'm gonna shame myself. But yeah, there's a whole section where I could put baby stuff when the baby comes, and I want to do co-sleeping, so there'll be like a little thingy, carriage, bassinet, I don't know, on wheels that comes around to the side. I plan on nursing the baby, you know, for at least 18 months, and so there's not really a need. I plan to have in-home care, and so I'd rather stay in this place, and I don't have any intentions of moving. I will have to baby-proof my house, so I'll figure that out, but we have time. And it's a good thing I didn't, because I would have like a much larger apartment and an empty room. I think that would be even sadder. So I think it's just sound all the way around to wait for the baby to get here before I move. So a lot of you have asked what's going on with the channel, this one, Simply Tanika, and what's going on with the other channel, Simply Tanika 2. So I obviously haven't been posting as consistently here because I've been sort of getting myself together, you know, figuring out how to get through the day without sitting in the bottom of my closet crying and all those fun things, and continuing on with my job and just life in general. So I think I will continue vlogging. I don't know if it will be a daily vlog, so make sure you turn on the notifications, which you can do by just hitting the bell next to the subscribe button, and that way whenever I upload a new video, you'll know straight away, which you guys have been doing, because in December I wasn't as consistent as things were kind of going on with the IVF, so a lot of you guys already have your notification bell on. So if you're new and you haven't done that, please do that. But I just need to get back into a rhythm, right? And so I am not sure what the schedule will be, and I don't want to commit to it and then not be able to keep up with it. There will be some vlogging. I don't think I will do daily fertility vlogging. I think it's not healthy for me. And after going through like the ups and downs and like the daily weight of what was going on with Applejack, I don't think it's healthy for either of us in this relationship. I think we have to think about other things, or other things going on in the world besides fertility, because it made it such a bigger crash for me, because that was all I was going on about every single day. I was talking about it Monday through Friday. I was editing about it on Saturday and Sunday. And my life has just got to be more than my fertility. I'm more than my fertility. The same thing for my vision board. So I'll be doing a new vision board. It was all about whether or not I got pregnant. And there's so much more going on in my life. So I think the channel is going to be about all of my life. And so you'll see some of that in the upcoming vlog. Cheyenne will be joining me. We've done some stuff. You guys by now have seen it. I did her hair. We actually did it the night of Christmas, but it just took a while to edit given everything that was going on. But she'll be joining me. If you haven't checked out her channel, Ali Cheyenne, check that out. You'll see her over there. I'll probably make some appearances over there. We'll see. So that's going on. And then Simply Tanika 2 is going to be, I'll continue my weight loss over there. So you'll see about intermittent fasting. Its tagline is food, fitness, and simply living fabulously. So all things that fit under there will be all over on that channel. I'll do some meals. We'll do some, is it mukbang? Mukbang, some things like that. I'll be documenting my weight loss journey. As I said, I was down to 150 as of this morning. So I've got to get back down to 144 to get my BMI down. And we're going to be doing some travel. I think we need a trip right away. Cheyenne and I haven't had a vacation. We went away to California in August when my sister got married, but family was there and it was pretty stressful. It wasn't really a vacation. Even though there was some sunshine, but her godmother lives in Florida, so I think we'll probably zip off there. My niece is coming out from California, so she'll be here. You guys will get to meet her, Lexi Poo, which now that she's an adult, I don't know if I should still call her Lexi Poo, but she'll always be Lexi Poo to me. So you guys will get to meet her, and there'll be some other fun stuff. So there definitely will be things about the world of Simply Tanika that will be going on. I have been coaching a couple of the ladies, so some of you guys took me up on the offer. So there are 2 ladies who I've been meeting with regularly who are in it to win it, and I'm excited to be working with them. And then the other ladies, I'm not sure if you guys are still interested. I'll reach out to you offline and see what's going on, but that's been fun as well. It's nice to not just be focused on my own fertility, and I have a lot of information and I want to share it, so that's good. And then I'll be doing like some interview stuff, again in the theme of like sharing things about fertility and women's reproductive health and advocating for yourself. So those will all still go on here. I just don't know if there'll be another IVF or if there'll be a baby at the end of it for me. But I think that's important to document as well, because on this journey, not all of us are going to end up with babies. And so, yeah. And that's why I wanted to come on and have the family talk with you guys. Like, it is not always sunshine and roses and unicorns and glitter flying out of our asses here on YouTube or in real life. And so I was not put together enough to just come on and talk. And so I needed to not cry in front of the camera and, you know, be able to get through a sentence before I came back. And so I feel like I'm in that place now. And so I've edited this weekend, and I just feel like I'm ready to be back with you guys and move forward and check in with you guys and see how you're doing and how close you are to what? Let's get those babies, ladies. Yeah, I'm excited about that. So I want us all to win. I want us all to win. In 2019, I've got a good feeling about you. I've got a really good feeling about you. Yeah. All right, ladies, that's all I have for you. Let me know. What have you been up to, sis? What's going on? Let me know down below. I am glad to be black. And did I say black? I'm glad to be black too, but I'm also glad to be back. Yeah. Our babies are waiting. Our babies are waiting. Bye. Baby, that's to you all.